Hello everyone, this is Kat here, joined by Bakuopp, also known as Baku. And today
Hello there.
we're going to, I'm going to be doodling all of my friends' characters. The feedback on the laptop started up. But yeah, it's going to be random the order that it's in. You'll see up on the screen right now all of the characters that are picked for today and whose characters they are. And we'll get this started. It seems like Clara is the first.
A bit unfair here. I'm taking up like a good chunk of the board.
Yeah, I didn't want to add any of my own characters because you know how many I have.
Yes, you triple mine, so.
So let's head on over to, it was Clara that won, right?
Yep. Clara's the first up.
Yep. So I already got the files set up.
Sweet.
Okay. And the rules for today are I have to follow the general guidelines of how they look, but I'm allowed to do anything I can to make them look cooler, add accessories, etc.
Yeah. Because Clara here is actually, I think, my simplest design, which is why back when I used to draw a lot, I had a lot of fun drawing her.
Yeah. And sometimes simple's good.
Yeah.
No, it's actually, isn't it a proverb where too much is not a good thing? Or something like that?
Something along those lines. I'd have to look it up.
Yeah. Too much of a good thing is not a good thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So. We're gonna give her a cool pose where she's leaning on something.
Yeah. Because one thing you definitely notice with the references that I gave is they are very static, very much forward-facing. So, mind you, I'm trying to keep that in mind for an eventual height chart, but at the same time, it's just like, I gotta work on that.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna restart this. Cause I need more of a general posing idea. She's the crazy one, right? Or did you change her from that?
She still has her crazy arc, but it's not as long as it used to be. It's more so she's kind of forced to follow orders that drive her down a darker path. But she eventually snaps out of it when she sees one of her former friends is also in the same situation.
Yep. Isn't it my boy?
My creaking chair, I need to friggin' fix it. Or replace it, because at this point, yeah, this chair has not lasted as long as it should have.
Okay.
I remember when I first gave her that knife, she just shoved it in her pocket all the time instead of having an actual sheath for it, so she cut herself on accident several times. That was back when she was introduced as just straight crazy, though.
Now you can give her other weird quirks, like collecting frogs.
Yeah. Well, the thing of it is that with what I've been working on for her for the time being, or at least recently, has been the thought process that she is actually one of the ones that helps to drive the story forward. Because I figured, okay, there's no real reason for them to leave port until eventually, like, you know, being called out for that escort mission. So what could happen in between? Well, what if... Well, it's not even a what if. Technically speaking... Oh.
What happened?
Hello, sorry for bothering you. Want to offer a promotion of your channel. Followers. No, thank you.
No, thanks. I don't really care if I get popular or not. This is more a for fun thing.
Yep.
But thanks for the offer.
Yeah, if you're gonna stick around and watch though.
Yeah.
Anyway, so as I was explaining, so I had her at the tail end of the story, like in the epilogue, showing, okay, she eventually becomes an archaeologist and is going around trying to, you know, discover things about her world that had been lost to time, lost to history. But how would she get from point A to point B, right? Well, especially considering how her day job is working in the reserves in defense. But then it dawned on me, it's like, wait a minute. If she's in the reserves, she has to have a different thing that she's going for. Because her brother, Bakuopp, he's active duty. He's constantly working, constantly defending, not her. So what's she doing? Is she going for a degree? Like, because she's enlisted? Like, what's going on with her? So I figured, what if she goes for archaeology from the start? And not only that, but when her archaeology professor brings up certain symbols and pictographs that no one had yet been able to identify, she actually picks up on them right away and is like, oh, that symbol, yeah, that symbol's a favorite symbol of my aunt's. And the professor's like, how is that exactly? Oh, well, it means this, and it belonged to the priestess of Earth, this, that, and the other. So the professor kind of gets a hint of, oh, she's not normal. In the sense of, oh, she's not like every other student I've got that wouldn't be able to pick up on what this even is, because most archaeological minds of the time, most scientific minds, can't decipher what the symbolism is. But she says her aunt liked the symbol and knew what it meant? Huh. There might be more to this kid than meets the eye here.
Yeah.
So eventually picking up on, oh, okay, that's a part of her heritage. Let me slip you this book under the table that some people have been trying to decipher for a long time that I think you might be able to get more use out of than I will.
Yeah.
And as she's reading the book, she figures out things and starts to figure out, oh, this is not only telling us about things that happened in the ancient past, but it's also telling us about some of the relics that were left behind, some that might have power, some that had great meaning to them, this, that, and the other. So...
Is this a mini scythe?
It is actually a kama, which is a weapon of ninja that is crafted from a common farming tool, which is just simply a handheld sickle blade. So you see how it's got the loop at the end there? A common modification that was made to the kama was to pretty much to connect it to a chain or a rope. That way you could throw it forward and then pull back on it, either utilizing it as a grappling hook or to disarm your opponents, sometimes even connecting it to a ball and chain, that way it could be swung around like a melee weapon. or not a melee weapon, but a ranged weapon, rather. And sometimes, like in the case with hers, you could hook 2 kama together end to end via a rope or a chain and swing it around that way, which is why she carries around 2 of them.
Okay. I see the note here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Maybe...
It's basically a hint at her fighting style. Her fighting style is very kind of distraction-oriented and very much a mage-styled shinobi, I would say.
Okay. Gonna hide that second hand because I really don't want to draw it.
That's fair.
Or at least not much.
Yeah. And something that I definitely like to draw upon is the fact that when it comes to the term shinobi, a part of the meaning of the word in itself in the traditional kanji is survival, which ties back into the type of magic she has, which is magic to do with nature. Obviously, if you're in a forested area, you want to be able to survive, you want to be able to eat. And not only that, but also know what dangers might be present. That magic helps her figure things out.
Okay. It's just us two. I think that one person was just a bot.
That or an advertiser that just hops between streams, copy pastes.
Yeah. It could be both. Okay. Can I change the vest any?
Sure. Like, it's meant to kind of match with her brother's, but if you want to change it to, like, you know, go with your style or what have you, that's fine. Also, I realized the confusion you had on the shirt that she and Baku wear. It's not a, like, it's not a dress shirt. It's not a collared, like, dress shirt.
Oh, that's just... okay.
Technically speaking, it's a camping shirt. You know, like a flannel?
Flannel. Oh, so like, more circular. And closer.
Yeah, she's just got the button open right there, because, well, she doesn't like it choking her neck as much as her brother has it.
Yeah. We'll keep that. Because I remember when I redesigned Baku before...
You gave him a turtleneck.
Yeah, I had given him a turtleneck instead. Because I thought it would be easier to move in. And then since the world is filled with magic, I also had his armor and stuff infused into it.
Yeah, that does make sense. As you can see there from my design for Clara, she's got no armor because she needs to be light on her feet.
Yeah.
Granted, of course, you know, an armorer would probably be like, well, actually, there are lighter types of armor that she could possibly use. To which point it's like, okay, but I don't think Kevlar was around technologically yet in the era I'm working with. And if it was, then Baku would be the one to use it, not her, technically speaking. Because she would need that freedom of movement, which Kevlar plate would not exactly provide.
Yeah. It'd probably be damaging to Cat's movement as well, so... Though I don't think Cat or Alphys would probably move very well.
They probably look at like, body armor and all that and be like, what the fuck is all this?
Why the hell are you handing me this? Are you handing me a rock? This is a rock. I'm not wearing a rock. And then go in with deer hide armor, also known as just clothing.
Leather.
Yep. Okay. This is just... So it's for survival. I'm gonna give her some combat boots.
Yeah, that's actually what she's wearing underneath her pants there.
Let's see. We'll go... Let me look up real
Also,
quick.
is it just me or did your model freeze? Or no, you're just really focused. My bad.
Yeah. Yeah. The tracking for it, I have to set my phone so far away because my monitor is an old TV.
Oh.
And it's a pretty big TV.
That'll be a good birthday present for you then. A monitor.
Don't buy me a monitor. Please.
We'll see.
I would prefer not to have that. Gonna be honest.
Fair enough.
Let's see. Combat boots. Women. Okay. So, proper referencing. So they ride up a bit higher and they're a tad closer fit.
Heck, if you want, I could take a dang picture of the one I wear.
Women's and male combat boots are actually a bit different.
Ah, right. Form and fit.
Yeah. So, I was specifically looking up women's combat boots. There's not too much of a difference, but it's still slight.
Yeah. So a little tidbit for her and her brother. The way that things work for the country they're from is there are only two branches, technically speaking. The Navy and the Army. The Army has the Air Service, which is what her brother is a part of. And then the Navy has its Air Service, its Special Forces, which are the Marines, this, that, and the other. But you only ever see two styles of rank, which is the brass color for the Army service and the silver color for the Navy. Granted, since she's in her civilian clothes, but is a reservist, she has to have the symbol of either her home state or her nation on her shoulders.
Okay. How many eyelets are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I did learn that the number of eyelets in women's and men's clothing is very important.
Yeah, it is different.
Yep.
As well as the way that the seam of... The central seam of shirts and pants is either to the left or the right, depending on the gender.
Yeah. Isn't it like there's only 8 buttons on a men's shirt?
Not necessarily.
Like at the dress shirt.
I'd honestly have to look at my own on that one, but it's quite possible that that's the number, yeah.
Yeah, I know the US ones are standardized. They are required to have that many buttons.
Yep. Oh, I will tell you, definitely lacing combat boots is kind of interesting. And also, I was about to talk on that part. Control Z. Because when it comes to lacing combat boots, right?
Yeah.
What you do with them is those loops you tuck into the sides so that they don't get caught on anything. And so that they don't show when you're wearing them. That's why when you see most photos of people wearing combat boots, you never see the loops.
Okay.
I just never tie mine tight enough to where the loops don't want to come out.
Okay. I think I drew her legs too thick.
I mean, she's a natural runner, so I don't think you have.
I don't know. No, I just drew them too thick on one side. I didn't match the thickness. That's what happened.
Ah.
Okay. And then do. And add some gravity.
Yep.
Just a tiny bit. It looks like clown shoes. I drew too much over.
Yeah.
Or maybe...
They are fairly tight to your toe. Like, not too tight as to restrict movement, but just tight enough to where you don't just slip around in them.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna increase the size of that foot, but erase all this bullshit. Oh no. Computer went dark. Come on, log me back in.
You might just have to turn off your sleep mode on your computer.
Yeah, I tried to, but it's the Windows 11 bullshit. So it's like navigating a maze to turn off settings.
Yeah, I know. You would right-click, personalize, lock screen.
I'll do that later.
Timeout, and then yeah, screen sleep, and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Then give some creases there, and then creases there. We'll have her carrying additional knives. It's gonna be a flat knife though. Looks more like a potion bottle. Okay, I need to change the shape of this. Dagger
Well, it's really just a matter of lengthening the handle at that point.
Yeah. Nyom. What's it just looks dumb.
Nah.
We'll have it hidden on the other side.
Yeah.
Keep this one. This one looks dumb.
Semi-clean.
Okay. Yeah, I'll still keep the shoot, what the heck is it called? The vest. But I think what I would do is I would again have it the sweater material. So more cardigan.
Yeah, and I own a couple of those.
Yeah. Okay. Not gonna worry about details on that one, because honestly, I spent too long on the others, because these were just supposed to be sketches.
Yeah.
Do 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 do. That's too crazy, and I. And then we'll give her the same earphones as Baku.
Except hers are busted in some fashion.
Yep. The middle button would be broken differently because it's a button.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. I always love seeing her being done, because it's always I always love seeing an artist's rendition of either her crazy side or her like kind and curious side.
Yeah. And then you have her with Baku, or not Baku, Alphys.
Yeah, I was about to say, whoa, hold up, wrong brother.
Okay. Well, we'll do a secondary
Wrong type
sketch.
of brotherly love, quote unquote.
Okay. Because I also want to color these as well.
Yeah.
At least
fair
get
enough.
base colors.
Surprisingly, at this point, I would honestly say I've put more work into her than I have into her brother. Which is odd, because he's technically supposed to be the main character.
Sometimes those side characters just really trip you up.
Yep. One piece of story advice, though, that I've received is that if you go all in on a side character and your main character isn't as interesting as them anymore, it's time to switch who the main character actually is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a thought I've been having.
Yeah. I'm trying
But
to...
then if I did that every time I hyper-focused on a character, I'd be switching main characters constantly.
Yeah. That's what happened with Icy, if you remember her.
Yeah, I do. You know, beautiful Ice Girl with white hair.
Yep. Which I think I might bring her back as like a fortune teller or oracle in the comic for Nevin.
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah. That way she can come back, but it's not overpowering.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I still adore her original design, and I'm gonna have to change it heavily. But yeah. We're gonna bring that up a bit more. And okay. Let's see. There's a weird little eyelet portion right here. And I should have known what weapon this is because I've watched Soul Eater.
Yeah.
And Suwaki turns into this.
I wouldn't say that's an eyelet. I think that's more so probably a bolt or a weld to keep that in position, is my guess.
What is
I
the
say
term?
as I designed the damn thing.
Because there's different terms for different types of crafts. but a lot of times the terminology overlaps.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Okay. That looked weird. Okay. Oh, and after the stream is done, do you want to see the teaser for my new model design?
Sure.
Off stream, of course.
Yeah.
I was thinking less punk rock, but still more slime.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm trying to spend so time drawing this part. I was just gonna boop, boop. Nee. Good.
Just some practice. Give yourself an idea of how things would work.
Yeah. Round that heel off. And we'll give this some volume.
Yeah.
After the fact. Oh, I accidentally moved it. Do, 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 do. Give the Mickey Mouse shoes.
Well, that's actually kind of how a combat boot's soul is, so you're not wrong there.
Yeah. Sorry, give Sora vibes. Okay. Let's hope the wheel doesn't choose another one of yours so that we can get some variety.
Yeah, I accidentally stacked the deck. You might want to reorganize the wheel, though, so that it's a little more random in placement.
Yeah, maybe. I was gonna just delete the names as they come.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, there's that part again. And then... Okay, and now back to the face. Boop. Boop. Okay. Alright, we have a bunch of hair. Oh, I gotta plug my phone in. Okay. Okay. And then we want to make these things bulky.
Yeah. Because they gotta fit an ear in them.
Yep. And wasn't it 3 sections for these? It was like that, that, and then that.
Yeah. At bottom, not top.
Oh, bottom. Looks like a Pokeball right now.
There you go.
Alright. And then have the strap right there, because it goes around that back of the head. And then the rest of the hair. Do. Then we're gonna do that. Okay. We'll do that. Okay, and there we go. It looks so much better with the undersketch. You know what? I'll keep the undersketch.
Yeah.
And now for color scheme. Let's go a lighter blue than that. I'm apparently on all of my different special brushes. Okay. Right. And then white is better as an off blue, almost gray. And that darker gray. And I see she doesn't have gloves like Baku.
No, because her hands didn't get injured.
Yeah.
He wears them because he's ashamed of his injured parts. Or not Endrick anymore, but
Yeah.
his Shadow Walker hands. Because when he When his plane crashed, his hands went through the dashboard.
Mm.
Or, well, not necessarily dashboard, not control panel either. Fuck, what do you actually call that? I want to say dashboard. Instrument panel. Jesus Christ. That's what I thought it was.
Oh no, too many thoughts. Much stress.
Yeah, my ADHD has been running riot with me recently, so I'm not surprised I can't remember things like that.
Okay. Okay. You. Alright. I don't think I'm gonna color the weapons. I will color everything else.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. Let me open up my flesh wall. I didn't do that yet.
Yeah, you might want that open.
Flesh wall! Alright. And then she'd be a survivalist, so maybe a more orange skin tone.
Yeah.
I'll go with that one. Yeah.
There we go. Because obviously my colored pencils did not come out that great.
What kind were they? Is it basic
so
Crayola?
long, I do not recall.
Is it basic Crayola? Or is it the... What are they called? It starts with an L.
Again, I don't recall, because I've got, like, Crayola mixed with Rose Art mixed with all sorts, so...
Yeah. All of those are crappy pencils.
Fair enough.
So...
Sorry, just opening something here real quick. Give me a second.
No, you're fine. Alright. We'll do a lighter skin tone over top. Just brush in. It's almost purplish. And yeah. Okay. And more of a darker purple. And multiply. And then we'll blur. And there we go. Stress.
Nice.
Actually, let's add it around the whole eye. And then blur.
Yeah, I was about to say, at this point in her character development, she would be exceedingly tired because she would be, like, her subconscious mind, which is her sane mind, would be haunted by the things she has done.
Yeah.
I torture the poor girl. Yeah. Definitely falling into the horrid character creation dynamic of, I swear, it's for development.
I mean, you're not the one who decapitated their own character for them to develop.
True. Very true.
For context, guys, my character becomes a Doulahan. If any of you know what that is.
One of her main characters that she really enjoys right now, she straight up was like, oh yeah, so in order for me to enjoy you, I have to make you headless.
Yep. Because Doulahan are the headless horsemen. It's the actual species.
Doulahan came before the headless horseman. So.
Yeah, it's just that's what the headless horseman is. He is a Doulahan.
He's one of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I looked up the legends. The name Doulahan was said later than Headless Horseman. But people finally categorized, oh hey, the Headless Horseman is just one very popular legend about a Doulahan.
Yeah.
But here's several more. It's just the same guy.
Yep. Granted, I love how artists have done it recently.
Yeah.
Anime,
Like
because
Kelty.
anime has had several Doulahans.
Yeah. You've had Kelty, there was the Monster Masume one, I think.
Yep.
And I swear there was another one. I don't know. Okay, let's blend those edges. And in fact, would you consider these red portions dyed, or?
No, those are her natural hair.
Huh.
So, just like how Baku has red portions above his eyes in his hair, she has red portions at the tips.
Okay.
And some parts throughout the hair, so.
Okay. Because if so, I was gonna have the tips fading out a bit into white or yellowish to show the fading dye colors.
Yeah, no. Sadly, they are natural.
Yep. How dare they be natural? I'm just kidding.
I know, right? People actually ask me in school a lot, did you dye your hair? I'm like, nope. Then why is it in two specific spots? It's just how it happened.
Okay, and then grab the exact same red. There we go.
Well, her left eye is brown. Apologies.
It's so difficult because...
Yeah, I know, I gave them both heterochromia. And it's hard to tell because of the damn penciling.
Anyways, I think we could... Oh wait, hers is blue. Okay. Nearly forgot about this thing. Remind me again what colors the buttons were.
So for Baku, it was orange, green, and gray. But for her, let me look. For our dearest Clara.
Yeah, because it doesn't show on this.
Hers, I know it doesn't. The coloration of hers was a dark gray on top, a almost highlighter violet at the front, and a kind of a sky blue at the back.
Okay, so like, that's not highlighter enough.
It's close enough. And then the center would be white. There you go.
Okay, and you said which one for this side?
For that would be like a light blue, almost a sky blue.
Sky blue. That's baby blue.
Close enough.
Eh.
Basically, you take Baku's and you invert the colors.
Okay. Okay, and then since I'm not using white necessarily, I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
Boop. And there we go. We'll save that real quick. And call her done.
Yay!
Alright, let's go back to the wheel. And delete her. Did I already get rid of her?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
It automatically did so after you selected. Basically.
Okay. Nope, I did not want to do that. Okay. There we go. It is slightly mixed up.
That works.
Yep. And let's do it. Oh, Harli.
Nice.
Okay.
Only Cam wasn't at work right now.
Yeah, if
Or
only.
is he? No, he'd be at home, but he's probably taking care of things.
Yeah. So, let's see. That one's at the very bottom. Camis are very basic, but at the same time so complicated.
Yeah, kind of odd that.
Yeah. Let's see. Need a... Trying to get a good idea. Because it looks like they're supposed to be a sturdy type.
Yeah.
So I think I might change the body type for this character.
Yeah, and with how they're looking with a Buster Sword there, they've got to have a good bit of muscle to swing that around, and the shield.
Yeah.
Because the shield actually might be just as heavy, if not heavier than the sword, judging by its size.
Yeah.
And of course, dependent on its material. Granted, the heavier the material, the better protection it would provide.
Yeah. And I'm gonna switch which side the shield is on. Actually I could just reverse the pose, now that I'm thinking about it. Because it's easier to draw this direction for me. So, give a bit of muscle. And then, do I draw the lopsided boobs? The boobas. Trying to think up a pose is difficult because I'm not good at the larger figures, and I know that's something that you guys also struggle with.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm still getting better and I'm trying to practice, and that's part of the reason for why I wanted to do this challenge.
Yeah, which is always nice.
The other part was I wanted to draw my friends' characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Let's see, I'm gonna shimmy this. I don't know how people morph the selection area.
Yeah, I can't recall the quick bind for that.
Yeah. I don't know how to do it in Clip Studio, so I'm just gonna select a bunch of parts and just play around with them. Boop.
Fair enough.
You know what, I'm gonna move that over here and then erase that part and just connect it like that. So and let's see, we'll give a sharp, almost a bob cut, sort of, it looks like. And of course, he designed a tit window. Is Cammy really into boobs? Bakuopp?
Sorry, that part I don't know at all. Like, I could not tell you.
Okay.
Granted, given how one of his main waifus is Yang Xiaolong, and another one is Tifa Lockhart, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Makes sense. Okay. I'm gonna actually have the shorts right down a bit, or the pants right down a bit.
Yeah.
And have a bit of that showing off.
Yep. So I saw an interesting bit of discourse on Twitter the other day.
Oh?
Apparently some moron had said, like, speaking on behalf of all men do not like this, right?
Yeah.
Pointing out, when women are in tight dresses, they have a bit of fat below their belly button showing.
Yeah.
That kind of.
Oh, I saw that.
Their crotch. Yeah. So, one thing that one of the people I follow said is, that's womb fat. That's supposed to be there. That's meant as, like, protection. So if you don't like that, your priorities are a bit mixed, because women kind of need that to be there in the first place. So...
Yeah, if not, they're unhealthy.
Very much so. Just an interesting tidbit that I learned. It's like, I was today years old when I learned, oh yes, there is a such thing as protective fat for the womb.
Yeah.
And it makes complete and total sense.
Yep. And that fat actually hardens up, or it toughens up right around pregnancy, so... And that's why when you press a firm belly, it's firm.
Yeah, again, that makes sense, though.
Yeah. This is the least protective clothing I've ever seen.
Yeah. But then again, like, some designs like this that we see, it's like, are they really any better? Because, to bring up the example of Ruby, right? Because the sword and shield combo here reminds me of Jean Arc.
Yeah. Oh, I have
In
plenty
Jean's case,
to
yes, she's
complain
wearing
about.
armor. In Pura's case, she's only wearing armor gauntlets and boots. But for Lai Ren and Nora Valkyrie, the other two members of the team, they are not wearing armor for shit. So.
Yeah. Nora actually does have a bit of armor, or I guess she doesn't in the newer season. But her little corset thing was supposed to be armor.
Yeah, that makes
sense. It was the worst bit of armor, but it was still armor. That's like saying Pure Nikos had terrible armor.
I mean,
she did.
Pure Nikos had, like, her midriff and her upper chest exposed. Achilles.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Big sword.
Yep, like I said, that's a buster sword she's got. It's a short buster sword, but it's still a buster sword.
Yeah. That thing's gotta be at least 20 pounds.
Yep.
So, I'm gonna actually edit this part a bit, because I need to shimmy it over. Oh, wait, I left behind the selection. Shimmy it just a hair upwards. I made her belly too long. It does not need to be that long, it just needs to be strong.
Yep.
Okay, and I'm gonna do the shield on a different layer. Okay, and it's just your standard shield.
I mean, not necessarily standard. That one's actually much longer than your standard, like, knight's shield.
Depended on which knights you're referring to.
True.
Yeah,
That type of shield that she's wielding is what would be considered a long kite shield, which was actually used by the Byzantines.
Yeah.
And the Crusaders. Did I hear a Deus Volt, my brother? No, just kidding. Terrible time. Excellent memes.
Okay. Okay.
One moment.
Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back. I just went dead silent for a minute there. I was focusing
Well,
far
you
too
were
hard.
focused.
But now there's a face.
A determined face.
Yep.
Determination. Sorry,
Nice song reference.
Undertale reference.
Okay. Then we'll do that. I think changing the character shape is the best I can do with camis.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because a lot of your characters, you actually try and draw them as brawlers when they're supposed to be.
Yeah, like, when I eventually get around to drawing Tim, oh, that man's gonna be beefy. He's gonna be built like a brick shit house. He will be nice and meaty.
Let's give some armor for the hands, actually. It's not too difficult to change.
Yeah, I'm just giving her some armored gloves. Yeah,
And
shit, I'll be right back again, sorry.
it's okay. Okay, I think I've gotten gloves down. Can you tell I've never done these types of gloves? uh, okay. Da 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 da. I guess no one wants to join us. Oh, did my model freeze, or is... Hello? Yeah, I think I was just pressed up against the screen for far too long. I think that's just the issue. Why do hands have to be so difficult? Yeah. And why was I trying to draw each individual finger? Okay. Da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. A la da 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 da. Okay. Okay.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I don't know what these patches are supposed to be, so I'm just gonna have them sewn in instead of raised.
Let me see with what he posted then, so I can get a kind of idea.
It looks like they're supposed to be armor, but they're so disjointed that I'm just... No, I'm gonna make
to be like armored padding on the pants there, but it's like, how would they even attach unless they're like sewn in?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna make them patches.
Almost kind of leather padding, honestly.
I'm just making them patches.
That works. Yeah, my guess would be like leather padding.
Yeah. Okay, and I could get away with not drawing an arm.
Yep. That can remain sketchy.
Alright, and we're gonna color it below the sketch layer. Ah, shit.
What?
I accidentally put the sketch layer in with the actual reference picture.
Oops.
Yzma would be disappointed with me.
Wrong layer!
Okay, we'll just... Oh, my tablet's deciding not to work with me. Okay, we'll select that much.
No!
So, fun fact. If you hit shift while you're selecting things, you can continue your selection. Even if it cuts off.
Nice.
And we'll paste that. And then cut it here. Alright. And... So the shirt is supposed to be black. With yellow accents. I think the goal was to design them after Eevee, but... Because I think that would make sense. Yeah, Umbreon. I'm tired. I came back from work to do this.
You're good.
I came back from work and said, dang it, I want to draw.
It's like, screw this, I'm having fun tonight.
Yep. So, yeah. And I'm guessing this is supposed to be like denim? That it's supposed to be
attached?
Yeah,
that would be my hunch.
Denim is kind of a light blue.
Nah, I've seen darker jeans.
Yeah.
Bailey jeans.
Like if they're brand new.
Yeah, true.
But we're to assume this person is supposed to be a warrior.
Yep.
So none of their shit's gonna be brand spanking new. Not unless they're getting clothes every week.
Jeez, that just reminds me of the Velvet line. Or not Velvet, but Coco Adele. You just destroyed my favorite store. Prepare to die.
Alright. Flesh Cloud time! Kim makes all of his characters super pale. But I think that's because he's colorblind.
I think he might be, yeah. I'm not entirely sure on that, but...
He's confirmed he's colorblind.
Ah.
Yeah. So,
well, that makes a difference.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give them darker skin.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna actually go through and erase part of this so that the boobs are not being covered. Okay, now to add yellow. Like, are they supposed to be gold? In which case, gold is kind of dirty looking.
I think it's meant to be gold, yeah, judging by how the shield is. The same color, you know?
Yeah. So. Oh, I forgot to color something real quick. You need a timer, babe. Alright, timer has been fixed.
Yay.
Okay, it's a goldish color, and gold is sort of dirty looking. So, right about there should work. Oh, let me also deselect that. Yeah, when you actually look at gold's base color, it's such a dirty color.
Yeah. Brass ends up looking more...
Pleasant.
Yeah. More pleasing, really, than actual gold.
Yeah. And...
Which is why I believe a lot of movie props are actually, like, if they're meant to be gold, they're actually brass.
Yeah. It's because brass is cheaper.
Well, not only that, but it also, like, the luster is better.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna add a strip right there. And I think for the hair color, instead of orange, I'm actually gonna make it blonde.
Like a dirty blonde?
Yeah, like a dirty blonde.
Nice.
Just to better fit in with the color scheme a bit.
Yeah.
'Cause I know it matches the shield color here, but... Like, it stands out, but... There's about a blonde color. I chose the wrong brush. Which I probably should have taken into consideration that this one is a Ruby OC.
Yeah.
Technically.
Well, he said it's something different now, but it's just like, didn't they start out as that, though? Like, huh?
Yeah, he said it started off as a Ruby OC.
Yeah.
So, if it were a Ruby OC, I probably should have taken into consideration that Ruby doesn't have a lot of powerhouse looking characters in it.
No, they don't.
They have like 3 in the entire show.
Well, actually, name the 3 you know, because I think a few more have been introduced since your last watch. Or have you actually watched up into, like, Volume 9?
I have not watched much of Volume 9.
Okay. Well, did you at least watch Volumes 6 and 7?
Oh, my phone died.
Ooh.
Lovely.
Oops.
Okay, well there is an idle animation for the model.
So may as well just use that.
Yeah. Supposedly it's still going.
Yeah.
Nope. Is there a way I could turn that animation? I can't look at it right now. Here, I'll just turn off the model for now.
Alright.
No more model. Ba-da-da-da. Alright, and we'll make the glove the same color as the Buster Sword.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the shield will also be the same color. Actually, no, it's supposed to be a bright ass white. And here, I'll still color in the shield with black, but then go back over it with white.
Yeah, that works.
It'll be a lot easier to see. Boop, boop. Alright, and then there we go. And white is all the way up there. And then I'll do the bird on a separate layer.
Yeah.
And there we go. The majority of the character is done. Now to figure out how to draw a bird.
Wait, what's the eye color? Blue.
Yep, eye color's blue. We're just gonna draw the wings like that. And like that. And it looks like a penis for the rest of it.
I think he was trying to go for a more Phoenix look.
I think he was actually going for a sword going through the middle.
Oh, a sword with wings?
Yeah. But it looked more like penis. Or a carrot.
Oh. Poor guy.
Yeah. The attempt was made.
Yep.
It is now immortalized as a carrot. So. Doop, 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 doop. Okay. And then eye color will make a very bright blue to contrast the darker shades.
Yeah. Because again, use of colored pencils doesn't really bring out lighter shades well, sadly.
Yeah.
Wasn't she the one that he said had a tattoo?
Yeah,
But
it's
on the
down
left
on the
side
hip.
there, so it's covered. It's covered up by the shield, anyways.
Yeah. Purposeful tactics. Not really. It was not purposeful in the least. Okay. But there we go.
Yeah.
Alright. And now, I think I can manage one more before I'll have to stop, though. Because
Not
hand
fair.
pain.
Cramps.
Is it showing the wheel on yours?
Yep, it's showing the wheel.
Okay. Alright. Let's do this.
Speed.
Ooh, Fee! One of each.
Oh yeah.
Fee's was such a small chance, because she
She
only...
submitted the one. Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, it's the most
But
difficult
looks like
one.
Lady Luck smiled.
Yep. Let's see. Now this one's gonna be a butt, cause again, I'm not big on the Transformers, but I will try my best.
So one thing that I've actually talked with Fee about on her designs is that her versions of characters from Eucharis, which is the planet of the beasts Transformers, right?
Yeah.
The way she does them is not like the traditional like beast Transformers that try to think outside of the box with their designs. Like, for example, a rhino having the head form one arm, the tail end form another, the head come out of the middle of the body, and then the 4 legs combine into just 2 for the robot mode, right?
Yeah.
For hers, it's a lot of the beast mode standing up and unfolding.
Yeah.
So hers is more so a mix of anthros and then robotic design.
Yeah, so I'll stick to
So
that.
for her character, the head of the Phoenix splits and forms the shoulder armor. The arms come out of the neck, but then the rest of the body just kind of just stands up and unfolds.
Yeah.
So it's not a traditional in the sense when it comes to the design.
Yeah, I think this is also the one that I helped redesign a little
Yeah,
bit.
this is the one that you redesigned as a thought experiment, as having her as like a android or a doll, you know?
Yeah. So,
It's not technically a design that she's kept, obviously, but at the same time, it is a design she loves. So,
yeah. And I think
whereas
for
I've
that...
actually kind of helped her come up with the idea of a humanized version.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I remember bits and pieces of how that one looked for the design I did on this.
Yeah.
Because it was weird bird head here. And I had...
I can't tell if your stream's frozen. I think it might be.
Oh,
You've not switched over the window yet.
Yeah, that's my bad. Whoops.
Oopsie daisies.
I forgot I had to do that part. I don't have the short keys set up yet.
Yeah, the hotkeys, the shortcuts.
Yeah. We'll do a triangle up against the back, and that'll be where the wings extend from.
Yeah.
And then we'll go full bird mode.
With the wings and all.
Yep. And then and I'm trying to give her like a serene pose.
Yeah.
Because she's standing so tall and proud in her other one, but I've done two that are very proud looking.
Yeah, you have.
And there we go. Okay. And bring those claws in. I'm actually gonna separate it out into... Oh, she does have 5.
Yeah, yeah. She tries her best to mimic the human hand where she can.
Yeah. Okay. And there we go. Gonna separate it out here. I'll do the face as one of the last things.
Yeah.
I'll do... Well, first of all, butt.
Boutte.
Second of all, I'm going to slightly put the foot in front of the other. And then draw the skirt of feathers.
Yep.
And there's 2 hanging down. On either side. Oh, I clicked off the thing. Okay. Attach that to the spinal column, actually. And the hips. Because the way of how I've drawn this pose, the spine should actually start right there.
Curve a little, yeah.
Yep. And then bring this part in. And then okay. And that one Yeah, I think that works best. I don't think... Trying to think of how to add in this green undertone under the boob, but I think I might have to get rid of it again.
You might have to, yeah.
I think that's the only way to make this work, because it would get in the way of the joints.
Well, there isn't much jointage in that area.
With how I've designed the movement here.
I see, yeah.
Because Android, it's plating.
Gotcha. Not synthetic flesh.
Nope. It is very much not. Okay. And now I can start on the face. And then I also thought it was neat how the mouth doesn't actually open. Because it's just lipstick.
Oh, yeah.
Though I don't really know how Transformers work. Do they have actual mouths, or is it the...
Yeah, they have actual mouths, yes.
Okay. Like, is it shifting metal, or is it...
So it depends on the continuity. In stuff like the movies, it's all shifting metal and audio processors pretty much in their throats. So it mimics sound, basically, like a speaker system. But the mouth helps to articulate speech. Whereas in, like, comics and in other media, it's just a normal mouth with a tongue, basically.
Probably because it was cheaper budgeting.
Yeah. Or just whatever makes sense to whoever's writing.
Yeah. Or animating.
So, yes. Yeah, so yes, they do have actual mouths.
Okay.
So she would be able to speak, she's not a mute.
No, I was thinking that the mouth just wouldn't move when she's speaking.
Yeah. That's something that I find a lot of people actually forget about Transformers, is that it's not your standard, like, mecha anime where the robots are just, like, unable to operate on their own without something or other or what have you. The original series in 1984 had pretty much a starting line, an introduction, right? That brought you into the story before showing off the actual characters, right? Hang on.
If you're Googling pictures, I won't be able to see it just yet.
No, I'm actually Googling the opening dialogue.
Ah.
Because the opening dialogue I found actually kind of just... It was very simple, but it actually, like, worked to kind of, like, set the playing field, right?
Okay.
Millions of years ago, on the planet Cybertron, life existed, but not life as we know it today. Intelligent robots that could think and feel inhabited the cities. They were called Autobots and Decepticons. Mind you, that was back then before the two factions were actually considered to be part of the same race.
Yeah.
But the key there is intelligent robots that could think and feel. A lot of people, I feel like, forget that part.
Yeah. gonna make the claws sort of into like heels.
Yeah, that works. That's kind of how she imagines it.
Yeah. Even though I know that's not how claws work. I know they just grip things.
Excuse me. Oh, also, I should just go ahead and link the stream. That way the others can watch if they want.
Yep. Well, as soon as the video is uploaded, I was gonna share it as well. Though that wasn't gonna be today.
You'll upload the VOD later on your channel, right?
Yep. Okay. I'm not gonna go too in depth with the resketch of this one, cause that's a lot.
Yeah, there definitely is a lot to her design when it comes to the feathering and all.
Yeah. I don't like this. I think doing it down here and then dragging it upwards might help. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. Bird, bird, bird.
Yeah. The curious thing about her design that she actually let me in on was that the helmet at the top, the bird mask at the top, is actually a faux bird head. It can come down over her eyes like a mask.
Yeah.
Whereas the ones on her shoulders are the real bird head split in half to act as armor.
Yeah. Alright, I forgot to draw those.
Oops.
I'm not good at beaks. We'll do that bit. 'Cause it's... And that actually went better than I thought it would.
There you go.
Okay. 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 And then keep that part up to date. Tablet problems. Okay. Oh! Hello, whoever this is. We have visitor.
Ah, hello there.
Probably Cammy or one of them. Though Cammy's at work.
Yeah. Well, no, I think he would be home by now because he's an hour ahead of me, if I remember right.
I don't know. I'm technically supposed to be asleep right now, so...
No. But you were like, no, must draw.
I've been working all week. I wanted to break.
You need a way to decompress, I get it.
Yeah. Especially after today. I was ready to... I don't want to say murder, because that's a bit too much.
Yeah, you were ready to slap some benches.
Yeah. Specifically in management.
Fun.
Because management was pulling some weird bullshit.
Fun.
Yep. Not gonna get any more into it than that, because I think I'm under
Fair.
a legal clause to where I can't reveal shit if I'm working there.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Ah, it's Cam watching us.
Hi, Cam. You missed two, or no, you missed yours. Well, one of yours.
Yep, but you'll post them up after the stream, so.
Yeah. And then do that point. We'll put dots in between the spine. Okay. I accidentally scrolled up. Okay, this one's gonna be the pain in the butt.
A lot of the detail. All the feathers.
Yep, I'm gonna assume that's just the small plumage. And then
Yeah.
I'm actually going to
In
add...
fact, that's what the green under and around her sides are. It's just small plumage.
Yeah. I'm I'm just gonna do a plumage skirt, move the green down here.
That works.
Yeah. 'Cause she needed smaller feathers down here anyways. Make it layered.
Yeah.
And then I'll add the two big feathers in later. Let's see. Okay. And we have a singular leg.
Yay.
We now have two leg.
Yay.
And yeah, I think this one's definitely gonna end up being the last one.
And that's fair.
Yep. My hands are cramping and I'm getting tired.
Yep.
But we persevere. We're still gonna get the one done.
Yep. It's very nice how we were able to get one of each tonight.
Yeah. I'm gonna cheesy doodle on these.
Huh.
Nope. And I'll do a silhouette for the other bird head.
Yeah, that should work.
Because I really don't want to do the rest.
Huh.
Alright. And now I can probably lower the opacity on that a bit more. Okay. And okay. 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 And we'll do a joint right here for this.
Yeah.
And we'll just do a silhouette for this portion because I'm not in the mood to draw all those feathers.
Not tonight.
Nope. I got most of the way done.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And then the thinner feathers coming out the bottom. Curve that one. We'll have those hidden. I had it on the wrong layer. Do 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 do. I really should invest in some of the royalty-free music.
Yeah, would probably help you along.
Yeah. But finding any that I actually like is the issue.
Yeah. That's why I always go for, like, strings and piano and all that.
Yeah. Okay. So, merge. Did not want to merge those two. So now it's time to add some color. It is a light sterling gray for skin tone. It looks sort of blue, but it's okay, that's just gray.
Oh, it would be blue to the atmosphere anyway.
Let's see. It would be all these stomach panels. Okay. Oh, and nope, the rest of it's good the way it is.
Yep.
Alright,
The rest of it's all good and good.
We'll do the black next. Okay. And then vague bird shape right here.
Caw, motherfucker.
Caca. Okay. There's no more direct black, it's more dark grays from here on out.
Yep.
But this blue, I know that it's your typical, what is it? MS Paint blue.
Kinda, yeah.
I'm gonna actually lighten this a little bit.
Okay.
Still keep it a tropical theme. It's not lightened by much, but it's a little easier on the eyes.
Yeah.
Then we'll have some blue undertones over here. And on the very top. Okay.
Sorry about any scraping noises you might hear. I'm just working on something right now.
No, you're fine. I heard one when you took it off initially, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So, it's okay. Okay, and then the rest is just dark gray. And I'll do that. And then whatever doesn't get colored in these sections will become orange. Okay. And it's gonna be the tips as well. I really should move the teaser picture, or the reference image.
Yeah. Or at least turn off the layer for it.
Yeah. But how about over here?
Yeah, that works. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. And then keep it the same orange, because the scarlet coloring doesn't go very well. Does it have to be that dark of an orange, though? Or that harsh of one?
Well, she is a phoenix after all, so your best judgment on that.
Let's see. Let's lighten that. I guess pumpkin orange it is.
Pumpkin!
Okay. And the magic of layers.
Yep.
I think I'll have to revisit this design later. and try and do better by it, because I don't know. I do think it's very busy for a design, and that's kind of what's making it difficult.
Oh, trust me when I say you have not seen busy with these kinds of characters.
No, I've seen some of her.
I've seen some shit.
I have seen some of Fee's other ones.
Yeah. But I'm talking about, like, in general in the community, like, holy hell. Some of the busy. Oof.
Yeah. With character design, I've always been taught that if you do too much, you're gonna muddy your design.
Less is more, right?
Yeah, less is more.
Yeah, and that's something that I try to stick to as best as I can. Not to add too much flourish or what have you to my designs, but at the same time,
you have to
while
have
that
something.
Simplicity makes for easier reproduction. However, it can also lead to just some people love simplicity, other people love complexity. You can't please both camps all the time.
I'm gonna change the legs to a lighter orange, and it's simply so I can differentiate the legs from the skirt.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, and then it was cyan for the eyes.
Yep.
And it's a very bright cyan.
Yep.
And then spine. And the bright yellow hands. I think I kind of want to turn it sunshine yellow. Almost.
That's fair.
Okay. And let's see. I'm just gonna we're gonna do that, and then for all of these platings as well. I think that would look better. And I gotta zoom in for this one because I forgot to do one thing.
Yeah, the tribal tattooing.
Yep. And
the eyebrows, yeah.
Yep. And gotta give some luscious lips.
Before you ask, yes, there are some Transformers characters that do have a lipstick kind of look to them. Even a few in recent memory.
Yeah, the more I hear about it, the more the Transformers universe kind of... It is very...
You'll have to tell me after stream.
No, it's... I don't know how to describe.
Fair.
Okay. And just for the sake of making sure people know that these are shiny,
Yep, yep.
and green, no, lighten. I'll actually change this to a bright white. And boop.
Yeah, there you go.
Creepy eyes. Okay. And there we go. That concludes the drawing challenge.
Yep.
For now, at
Excellent
least.
work as usual. Yeah.
Yep.
There will be other days, other ones to do.
Yeah. We have 5 more from the list that I was given.
Yep.
Or no, actually it's 4 more, because the one wasn't removed from it.
Oops.
So 4 out of 7. So
Yeah, still not bad.
yeah. So thank y'all for watching, and tune in next time.
Yep, you all take care.